Guenther Steiner is perhaps one of Formula One's most notable current team principals. The Italian boss has been in charge of Haas F1 ever since it made its debut in the championship in 2016. And whilst it's fair to say that Steiner and Haas have had a few rocky moments, Steiner has always been clear in his objective to make Haas F1 a competitive team. But how exactly did Steiner become Haas F1's team principal? In this video, we're going to be taking a look at his illustrious career, from dropping out of university to being headhunted by Niki Lauda. Steiner was born in the Italian spa town of Merano, just a few miles south of the Austrian border. Unlike other F1 team principals, Steiner has no connections to motorsport. In fact, he was from a modest family and was the son of a butcher. But living in the Italian Alps does have its advantages, as Steiner was able to get his first taste of motorsport watching hill climbs in local towns. However, before he could start his career in motorsport, Steiner was required to perform obligatory military service. Before Italy suspended compulsory military service in 2005, every able-bodied Italian man was required to serve in some branch of the military for at least 12 months. After serving in the military, Steiner opted to study engineering at university. However, in 1986, he would drop out of his course and move to Belgium to become a mechanic for Mazda Rally. At the time, the Mazda Rally Team Europe had progressed from Group B of the World Rally Championship to Group A. This was Steiner's first real test, as he and his team were asked to build one of Mazda's rally cars for Group A. But the hard work paid off, as in their second Group A season, Finnish driver Timo Salonen secured his first win. In 1989, Steiner moved back to Italy to work as the assistant team manager for Top Run. In this more senior position, Steiner was tasked with organising private entrants in rally championships with Group N cars. And once again, Steiner's success continued, as under his direction, one of his drivers finished runner-up in Group N of the World Rally Championships. The following year, Steiner joined Jolly Club Spa as the head of reconnaissance for the Group A team. His assistants helped Lancia win the Manufacturers' Championship in 1991 and 1992. In 1994, Steiner had been promoted to Jolly Club Spa's technical manager. The role saw him take full responsibility for the technical aspects of the two Ford Escort RS Cosworth teams that competed in Group A. Throughout the 3 seasons, the team secured 3 consecutive Italian rally championships. But in 1997, Steiner made the move to Banbury in the UK and joined ProDrive as the team manager for its all-star rally team. And in their first season, Steiner helped the team win their European Championship. Picking up on his talents, M Sport recruited Steiner as their project manager the following year. In this position, Steiner took on more of a leadership role, finding technical offices and workshops and managing the car's build. Following a 4th place finish in the Manufacturers' Championship, Steiner was promoted to Director of Engineering of M Sport. He worked with the Ford World Rally team alongside Colin McRae and Carlos Sainz to secure consecutive runner-up finishes in the 2000 and 2001 seasons. But unbeknownst to Steiner, Formula One world champion Niki Lauda had been keeping a close eye on him. His managerial and technical abilities led Steiner to be headhunted for Jaguar Racing, becoming the team's F1 managing director. It was a challenging season for Jaguar Racing, who only managed 7th place in the Constructors' Championship with 8 points. A major restructuring within Jaguar Racing took place in 2002 following a disappointing season, and Steiner was replaced by project manager David Pitchforth. Steiner was reportedly offered another role within the team, but he declined and decided to take gardening leave. But it wasn't long before he was back in work again. In November 2003, Steiner was appointed technical director at Opel Performance Centre. However, he would soon return to F1 under the guise of Red Bull Racing's Technical Operations Director. Steiner was in charge of managing over 350 people and a budget of over $200 million. And after a positive 2005 season, Steiner was shifted to another Red Bull Racing project, establishing a NASCAR team in the US, while Adrian Newey was recruited for Red Bull's F1 team. Unfortunately, Red Bull's NASCAR team never really got off the ground. The team had an extremely poor debut season in 2007, when driver Brian Vickers failed to qualify for 13 of 36 races. Perhaps worse, fellow driver Allmendinger missed 19 races that year and was 43rd in the final points. Steiner left Team Red Bull in April 2008, but stayed in North Carolina in order to set up his own business. Yet Formula One was always brewing in the background. While the US F1 team was in development, Steiner met with Gene Haas of Stewart Haas Racing at a steakhouse. Gene had suggested that they start their own F1 team, ordering a customer car from an established constructor. However, due to administrative and approval issues, they instead applied and were granted entry as a privateer team, not supported directly by any manufacturer. Steiner was soon confirmed as the team principal for Haas F1, and in 2016 they made their debut. 2 years down the line, Haas had improved greatly. They managed to finish 5th in the Constructors' Championship and had their best result as a 4th place finish in the Austrian Grand Prix. But in 2019, things went desperately wrong for Haas. The team wasn't able to maintain the results their drivers showed in the earlier seasons, ending the year in 9th place with just 28 points. It was a similar story in 2020, with the team once again finishing 9th in the Constructors' Championship, scoring 3 points, the fewest in the team's history. Going into 2021, Haas made a number of changes. They swapped the experience of Romain Grosjean and Kevin Magnussen for an all-rookie lineup. Haas gave their first seat to Mick Schumacher, an F2 champion and Ferrari Jr. Nikita Mazepin secured the second seat, with his father Dmitry bringing significant financial backing to the team and becoming their title sponsor under Uralkali. Haas also decided to abandon any upgrades for the 2021 season and remained focused on their 2022 car. And while Haas didn't expect to be competitive this year, their results have been extremely poor. The team is in 10th place in the Constructors' Championship and is nowhere near to challenging Williams for 9th place. This has led some people to ask why Steiner is still team principal. However, for me, Steiner's role is more than just results. Perhaps his greatest achievement was that he managed to keep Haas F1 afloat during the coronavirus pandemic and saved hundreds of jobs. Speaking about 2020 and the difficulties, Steiner said, "We survived, that's what we have done right." I think I'll leave it at that one. I think there was a big chance that we would not be here anymore. I think everyone pulled together and we are here to stay. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on Steiner and Haas F1 in the comments down below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe for more content in the future. Until next time, bye!